Welcome back to A.M.B. Garage. Now, some of you might not know that I have a small engine mechanic business that I run in my parents' garage. They've been super supportive of me, let me use their space. But I kind of want to give you guys a little grand tour of things that I'm doing behind the scenes, my main mode of income while I'm still in school, kind of the mowers that I've hoarded and collected over the past few years. And the customer mowers that are in this video aren't even from the past week. This is from the past like 3 days that I've done. Whenever I'm not in school, I spend out here working in the garage. The old Husqvarna Zero Turn is my dad's. This thing does great for our little 1 acre yard. The trusty Honda 5518 tractor is mine. Now I have this little pretty nice John Deere D110 little riding mower, 42-inch deck. The owner gave it to me. The owner tried mowing hay with it with the little 16 horsepower single cylinder engine, and it blew a literal hole straight through the engine block like the size of the palm of my hand, and was scrapping it. So I said, heck, I'll take it. I have an engine that I'm going to be trying to put on this thing that'll be for a future project. This is a customer's John Deere LA 105. Pretty nice mower. Just had to do a full service, change the blades, all that good stuff. Have another customer's mower here. This is the John Deere D110, just like the other one. This one does have the engine and runs phenomenally. It's been really well taken care of, so I did a full service on this one, as well as a transmission rebuild, because if you know, on these smaller John Deere mowers especially, the transmissions just tend to go bad on them after. This one has almost 400 hours on it, so they tend to go bad after that. Got this old Husqvarna. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's got a 54-inch deck, ripped up seat. Now the engine is beefy. It's a 26 horsepower Briggs. It's got the oil cooler, all that good stuff, but unfortunately I was about to sell this thing and then the engine decided to shred itself. The valves just completely blew up, and I fixed it. I posted a video of me fixing it, and it ran pretty good until, well, I didn't realize that the pieces from the shredded valves got into the crankcase and wreaked havoc. So now I need to completely rebuild this engine. Whoopee. Now here's the old racing mower. I did have an old Briggs & Stratton like 12 horsepower single cylinder engine. I swapped in this Kohler Command 23 horsepower V-twin. I did stiffer valve springs, thinner head gaskets. I got this big old 38mm Electron carburetor on there, straight pipes with some resonators. This thing's gonna be bad. It did run, and then it shredded the transmission because it had too much power. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the transmission, bigger, badder. Gonna put a 40 series CVT on it, see how that fares. I'm really excited to get this thing running. Now, lastly, but certainly not least, I have this John Deere L120 riding mower, 48-inch deck, and man, this thing is almost pristine condition. No rips in the seat. There's a little crease right there, but there's no paint faded or peeling off. The stickers are all still intact. The plastic is fading, but I'll fix that. It is a little dirty. Now, I actually got this thing for completely free from a customer. They said they have it and the engine blew up. Now I swapped in a new engine, but the engine that was in it was this 20 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Intech engine. And if you don't know, this is basically the bottom of the barrel, and especially these like somewhat earlier models, they have a tendency to shred the valve train. So I think I can fix it, maybe if the valves didn't just smash into the piston. We'll see, but it also has a leaking main seal, so I had to yank this off anyways. Now this engine, it actually came from this LA 145. Now this mower overall is a lot nicer. It's got better transmission. It's got a thicker stamped deck. It isn't. I get this at an auction for like $100, something like that, and it is in horrible condition. Paint is peeling off, you can see. But even though it wasn't super nice at all, it had a brand new engine, and I was not going to be selling this by any means. It worked great for an engine donor. And for whatever reason, the hour meter right here on that mower reads like 130 hours, which is not a lot at all. And it's not one of those hour meters that, you know, reverts back to zero when the battery goes dead. So if that is true, this engine is like barely even breaking in. So it should definitely last a lot longer than the Intech, and it should last quite a lot longer in the hands of the new owner.